Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, February 5th, 2026. I am Annika Spalding, the Director of Development here at the Amarillo Little Theater, and this is Thursdays at 3, where I go live every Thursday to get you caught up on what's happening this week at ALT. This season, Thursdays at 3 is very generously sponsored by our good friends at Realty Central Services. Cindy Bulla is the owner and broker of Realty Central and is a longtime supporter and champion of ALT. Realty Central is a women-owned, full-service real estate brokerage providing unparalleled customer service backed by decades of experience, industry service, and property rights advocacy. So if you're in need of real estate service and you love ALT, consider heading over to amarillo.realestate and using Realty Central Services. I want to wish a very big congratulations to one of our newest staff members, Nicholas Schaefer, for being honored as a Rising Leader of the Year at the 2026 Brickley Awards on Tuesday night. We're very, very proud of Nicholas. And this is so exciting. Tickets are now on sale to the public for Jersey Boys running at the Alan Schenkel's main stage, February 12th through March 1st. Keep in mind that if you attend our preview night performance on Thursday, February 12th, tickets are buy one, get one free, and students are always buy one, get one free. So definitely something good to keep in mind if you are a student. I also want to thank everyone who attended our Jersey Boys Classic Car Show this past Sunday here at the Alan Schenkel's main stage. We had a great turnout with some really cool vintage cars. And here are some of those photos that we posted on our social media of the guys in the cars. So much fun and some really cool cars that showed up. Check that out. That interior was crazy. So cool. Just a fun little out of the box idea to coincide with our production of Jersey Boys. We're very, very excited about that. And immediately following the Classic Car Show, our Producer Circle members were invited to an exclusive event in the Turk lobby of the main stage. For every musical, we host a little lobby concert, which is inspired by the NPR Tiny Desk Concert series, where our Producer Circle members get exclusive invitations to hear a sneak preview of 5 or 6 songs from the musical performed live by our cast. Our Producer Circle members commit to donating $500 a year annually for a 3-year time period. These donations can be made all at once, yearly, or auto-drafted monthly it comes out to about $42 a month. Producer Circle members also enjoy reserved seat options at the Adventure Space. If you've ever seen shows at the Adventure Space, you know it's open seating, but our Producer Circle members enjoy reserved seats, which is really nice. You don't have to get to the theater as soon as the doors open to make sure to get the seat that you want, among lots of other perks. So if you are interested in joining our Producer Circle, please contact our box office. I'll go ahead and put that information up here. You can call them at 355-9991 and they can get you set up in whatever payment plan you would prefer. We love our Producer Circle members, and it has grown a lot in the last couple seasons. I think some of the perks that we're adding, the little lobby concert, the reserved seating at the Adventure Space, all of those things help, but those funds are so important to help us produce the highest quality community theater you've ever seen. We're very, very grateful to our Producer Circle members. I also want to make sure that you guys know that our production of Jersey Boys will have an ASL interpreted show on Sunday, February 22nd at 2:30 p.m. Interpreters will be located on the left side of the theater when you're facing the stage. If you've already purchased your tickets for another date and would like to move them to this performance to sit in the deaf or hard of hearing section, please email our volunteer coordinator and our box office manager, Lissa Guerin, at the information you see on your screen, and she will get you set up with whatever you need there. So we would love for you to attend our ASL interpreted show of Jersey Boys on February 22nd at 2:30 p.m. And I also want to say a huge congratulations to the newly announced cast of the Academy's production of The Prince of Egypt. The Prince of Egypt will run at the Alan Schenkel's main stage March 27th through April 5th, closing on Easter Sunday. Look at that massive cast. So excited for these kids, and I cannot wait to hear them sing that music. You know it, you love it. We're very excited about that. And let's check out our volunteer opportunities for the week. We're going to have some fun painting this weekend. We'll have a work call for Jersey Boys this Saturday, February 7th. We'll have a paint call at the main stage shop beginning at 10 a.m. Of course, we're located at 2019 Civic Circle. You can enter over by the gazebo and through the shop door. And we are needing 6 to 8 painters. So if you are able to lend a hand, even if it's just for an hour, you do not have to stay the entire time, but we would love to have you. If you do plan on staying for lunch, go ahead and RSVP by contacting our volunteer coordinator, Lissa Guerin, at the information you see on your screen. We want to make sure and feed you if you're going to be able to be there for the work call. This is a really, really big show. So all hands on deck, all the help we can get would be great, but they're looking for 6 to 8 painters to help out. And just so you know, if you're interested in volunteering at ALT and you're able to come during the week, if you're retired or if you have some time during the week and you're able to pop in and help us anytime. You can call the box office. They can let you know when we have things that we need to get done, which is most of the time. We can always use a hand. So definitely let us know if you're interested in helping out with that. Or if you just want a community of people, we're here. We will put you to work in some form or fashion. We want to put your talents to work. So go ahead and let us know if you're interested in volunteering at ALT. If you can't do Saturdays, we can put you to work during the week. And speaking of that, let's keep things going with our volunteer of the week. All right, congratulations to Jessie Neal. Jessie is the assistant director for Jersey Boys and has done a tremendous job. She always fully commits herself to any project she's involved with. I can speak personally about that, and we are so grateful to have her involved at ALT. If you know Jessie, let her know she's our volunteer of the week. We're so grateful for you, Jessie. So glad you're a part of the ALT family. And let's keep going with some breaking Broadway news. All right, suddenly new casting. Jordan Fisher, Nikki M. James, and Andy Carl are headed to Skid Row to join Little Shop of Horrors at the West Side Theater. Very exciting. And if you can't make it to London, and I know most of us can't, don't fret. The 25th anniversary concert production of The Last 5 Years, led by Ben Platt and Rachel Zegler, this is going to be amazing, is headed to Radio City Music Hall and the Hollywood Bowl. So that's very exciting. But let's get to the really good stuff today, because I'm really excited to chat with the people I get to chat with today. Jersey Boys will open next week here at the main stage, but I am so excited to chat with these two cast members. A big warm welcome to Mo Senteney-Dixon and Kailey Gómez. Hello, my friends.
Hi.
I am so excited to have you guys on today. It was so much fun to get to hear you guys sing on Sunday at the Little Lobby concert alongside Jerry Tidmore and get to hear those pretty harmonies. Did you guys have fun on Sunday?
It was a blast. It was so much fun.
Kind of cool to just get to do kind of a concert style version of what you guys do on stage for a little group of people. I always love those little lobby concerts to just get a taste of what the shows have to offer. Okay, Mo, you play Mary as well as other roles in the show. Will you tell us who she is and a little bit about the other characters that you play?
Yeah, so I play Mary Delgado, who is married to Frankie Valli, the lead, and she's a very sarcastic Italian woman. So I was immediately drawn to that. I was like, I know who I'm auditioning for. So definitely can relate to her in that element. She's a very strong, independent woman, and she doesn't take crap from anybody, even her husband, Frankie. So yeah, that's my main role. And then I also, along Jerry and Kailey, am one of the angels, which is a very fun role to play. We have a whole song and dance that we get to do, maybe some go-go boots included. So it's been a lot of fun. And then here and there I play some flirty waitresses in the background, which is equally as fun, just getting to like snicker and bicker in the back with some of my castmates. So it's been a good time.
So cool. And Kailey, you're one of the angels in the show, as well as costume coordinator.
Yes. Yeah.
So amazing. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
The costumes, for sure. This is actually one of the dresses. I have to take it home to do some things to it. But it's been really exciting getting to do all of the different suits for the guys, of course, having a fantastic quartet of gentlemen to fit, plus all of the ensemble as well. So the ensemble has been really fun in trying to like sneak in color schemes and finding character identities. And yeah, it's been really exciting. This is my first time doing costumes for ALT, and it's been a fantastic experience so far. So
okay, so knocking it out of the park.
I have no doubt about that. I mean, just on the things that I've seen so far, it just looks so beautiful. I'm curious, do you have a background in that, or is it just something that you were interested to try?
Yeah. So I worked at David's Bridal for a long time as a
Okay.
seamstress. So that's kind of where my sewing skills kind of came from.
Yeah.
I've created some bespoke costume pieces for, people who've ordered from me, some custom pieces, but not anything on this scale, certainly not a production. Oh, I take that back. I was creative director for the Amarillo Performing Arts Center. They did a show
Oh,
called
cool.
Revelry. So I did the costumes and creative kind of behind that, but it was a much smaller show. I think there were like 8 total
Okay.
cast people, and then only about 8 to 10 numbers. So this
Okay.
is much larger production with over 30 numbers and way more scenes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, but lucky us to get to use, you have such great skills and such a great background in this. That's so cool for us to get to put your talents on display, and then for you to get a chance to kind of do all of these creative things all at once, which I definitely want to talk to you about here in just a little bit. I'm so excited for you that you're kind of getting to put your feelers out there and use a bunch of different talents all at the same time.
Thank you. Yeah, I am super honored for the trust and the
Yeah.
opportunity.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Mo, not only is this your first ALT show, but you just told me this is your first show.
Yes, that's
Oh my
correct.
gosh, that is so great. So what has the rehearsal process and sort of overall experience been like for you?
It's been so fun. I'm from Dallas originally and
Okay.
moved here for the husband. But I've been here for several years. I've really loved it, and I've heard of ALT since before I moved here when I was long
Okay.
distance with my husband. And it was always my intention to get involved. I would
Yeah.
have loved to be involved in theater back home too. It just timing never worked out. And so
Yeah.
finally I stopped traveling for work, really planted here in Amarillo full time. And yeah, really at the end of last year was my first like full year not traveling
Okay.
midweek in Amarillo. And then my vocal coach suggested I audition for Jersey Boys, and I was like, are there any girls in that? I thought it was all
Yeah.
boys. So
Yeah.
I just went ahead, and then here we are. And so it's
Oh,
been
I'm
a lot of
so glad.
fun. Yeah, lots of singing and dancing, and the
Yeah.
fact that I get to do some awesome acting with Mary's role and really get into like a variety of emotions from between sarcasm, flirtation to just anger and heartbreak, and
Yeah.
then also get to like be in a little doo-wop go-go boots group and chorus. I'm like, it's been so fun. There's just like 5 women in the cast, and we kind of do it all, and so being able to experience it all has been a lot of fun for my first show.
Oh, I'm so glad you finally made your way to us. Did you know
Mhm.
anybody here, or did you just show up to auditions and just to
No,
see what would happen?
I just showed up. Yeah.
I have so much respect for that is brave. That is really brave
Thanks.
to just like, it really takes bravery. And I'm so glad that you bit the bullet and went ahead and did it, because now we'll never let you go now. I'm sure you've already realized that.
We've lost our friends.
Yes, they're not difficult to become friends with, so it wasn't super scary, immediate
Oh,
friendships.
well, I'm so glad that you made your way to us. Okay,
Thank
Kailey,
you.
you just got married on New Year's Eve, correct?
Yes, I did.
To one of ALT's beloved musicians, Brian Gómez.
Yes.
Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
exciting. I saw pictures of your wedding on Facebook, and it just looked so stunning.
It was very magical. I could talk about it forever, but
I'm sure it looked absolutely beautiful. I want to know, what has the Jersey Boys experience been like for you?
It's been fantastic. I took several weeks off in the very beginnings of rehearsals because of the wedding.
Sure.
And that was a little bit, or I thought it was going to be difficult, but all of the, Jen, the music director, was super helpful in meeting with me and, going over the elements that I missed. And then the entire cast has really just been so helpful in getting me caught up to speed. And it's just been a really fantastic experience from start to finish. I have nothing but wonderful things to say about all of the different directors and assistant directors and tech, and just an incredible experience. And I'm very, very excited. Brian is actually playing in this show, my husband.
Great.
So we will actually be on stage at the same time. So that'll be really exciting as well.
Oh my gosh, there's nothing like sharing the stage with a person you love so much in the world. That's I love that for you guys. Okay, so for both of you, this is a huge show, especially in terms of content. There are 50 some odd scenes in the show, which for anyone who isn't familiar, that's about double what shows typically have in terms of scenes. So these rehearsals must be completely jam-packed. Has it felt like drinking through a fire hose?
A little bit.
Yeah.
My only experience was with Frozen, which I, know that movie back to front.
Yeah.
Part. So this one has been, it's just been so fast paced.
Yeah.
And there's been several moments where we're like, oh, we're fixing to go on. And then they're like, oh no, there's still like 8 scenes before we're fixing to go on.
Right.
But those scenes move so quickly that what really is, you better be ready.
For sure.
It's really quick. So
oh my gosh, so much content to pack into one show.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say it's my first show, so I don't know anything else, but it's been interesting learning basically like choreography with like the set, like, oh, I'm in charge of this table, and there's been several times where I leave a table or chair out on stage, and so having to remember and like organize myself has been not something I knew that I was going to have to do, and I'm learning very quickly. And with Kailey being over costumes, she's been really great in having like a whole spreadsheet laid out for quick changes and whatnot, because I've got several of those in Act 1. It's like boom 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 boom, so I'm just going from Mary to Angels to another dance number. It's just like back to back. So trying to like organize that on top of like memorizing lines and stuff, which actually came pretty easily, because I think the dialogue's pretty easy to pick up on. It's pretty natural in how I would phrase it. So it's been everything behind the scenes has been very very quick and new for me.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like so much to take in. So do you guys start running the full show tomorrow?
Hopefully we are off tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Okay. So maybe Sunday will be the first time, like the beginning of Hell Week, you guys will start running.
We just brought the rest of the crew in last night and then Act 1. So we'll run Act 2 tonight, and then we'll have everybody there on Sunday. So unless he thinks that we need an extra rehearsal, then we'll throw another one in.
I'll try to whisper to Jason. Please give them Friday off. Please give them Friday off. Okay, so since Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons are such a beloved musical group, and this is largely, am I correct, based on a true story of how they kind of got together, do you guys feel pressure to please the audience that's going to be coming to hear these nostalgic songs, or is it just pure fun?
I feel like it's fun. I did not know this was a true story until I did some research. But I knew all the songs. I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention to who sang them previously. But I did some digging into the story, and I'm like, oh, Mary was like a real person, and so wanting to like portray that well is like, there's some pressure, but I think honestly, people are there because they love the music, and even if you don't know the Four Seasons or Frankie Valli, you're gonna know Walk Like a Man, and you're gonna know Sherry. So I think there is some pressure with that for like sounding good and having those harmonies locked in, but our cast does, and it's the guys are awesome. So I'm not worried with that really at all. It's just a good time.
Oh, that's so great to hear. We have a few comments. Our friend Vanessa says, hi. And Kaylin Phillips says, both of you ladies are doing a fantastic job. Such a talented cast all around. Thank you for your comment, Kaylin. And Michelle Colbert says, hello, ladies. It's so good to see you. Hello, Michelle. So glad that you're here. Okay, Kailey, why do you think it's important to have a place like ALT in a city like Amarillo?
Oh, I think it's incredibly important. Local theater is such a community. It's, for so many people, it's a safe haven. For me, it's a safe haven. Having a place where I can go and have a creative outlet that operates at such a level of excellence. I think that, really sets up all of our young people. You were talking about the kids for Prince of Egypt. And that is just, there's so much talent in just that cast list alone. And that's something that's been cultivated over the last generations of people. And just the level of excellence and just immediately welcoming in new people. I think, Mo is a testament, and so myself as well. So many people, walk into their very first audition and make friends right away and are able to, find common ground. So yeah, I am a huge advocate of local theater, and especially ALT. It's just an awesome place. And yeah.
Man, we appreciate that advocacy so much, more than you know. Mo, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of echoing what she said, it's been such a great creative outlet. And it's been really, since the pandemic, that's been kind of like challenging for me to find, because so much like changed in my life since then. And yeah, I was recently diagnosed with like ADHD last year, and this has been really helpful for me to have not just something I enjoy, but something I enjoy that like forces me to have something to work towards, a deadline essentially, and memorize things like choreography, dances, and just hone my focus in a certain way. So it's been like a brain exercise for me that's been really good, but not like a super tedious one that I'm not looking forward to. It's I can have that focus, have that deadline for something I also creatively enjoy, and it's been like a workout for my brain, and then rejuvenating for my creative side. Just my whole self is the creative side, so that's been really great for me. I've enjoyed it a lot.
Man, I love to hear that. And it just feels like, with the world it just feels like it's on fire. And with, especially since the pandemic, feeling like we get so isolated with our phones and our jobs and our, there's never been more need for community, I think, than right now. And so I'm definitely grateful for ALT for what the fact that you can meet people you probably would never have otherwise been put in the same room with, and learn about all different kinds of people from all different kinds of backgrounds who believe all different kinds of things, coming together to do this one thing that everybody in the room cares about, I think is so cool. Yeah. So if anyone out there is in need of a little community, please show up like Mo did. Push your brave button and come in the doors, and we will accept you with open arms. And we want to get more and more people involved. You do not have to be on stage if that's not your thing. We will find a place for you backstage or ushering and concessions, whatever it is that you need, that you want to get involved with. We would love to have you here at ALT. So I want to make sure we emphasize that. Okay, from what I've heard, there's so much dancing in the show. So much dancing. Shout out to choreographer Sean Walsh and assistant choreographer Callie Huckabee. How has that been for you guys with all of these scenes, all of this music, and all of this choreography?
It's been really challenging for me. There's so many, you think, it's a jukebox musical, it should just be like step and snap and step and snap. But there's so many like little beats that make it so interesting to watch. And they're similar, but not similar. And, you have to really pay attention. And so trying to get that, our opening number is Ce soir-là, which is a French. So we're singing in French, which is never done before. And dancing and, performing. So it's been a challenge for me just to do a different style of dance. I was a ballerina by trade. So this is very different from everything that I'm used to doing, but it's been challenging, but in such a fun way, and a lot of dances. So it's because of, I guess, the fast-paced nature of the show. You have to keep it moving, keep it interesting, and there's just so much that we have to pack in, and we're going to dance across the stage while we're doing this scene change, and it's so much fun.
So glad to hear that. What about for you, Mo?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I got to like kind of unofficially dance, did various beginning classes throughout my life. And this has just been a blast, but it has been challenging.
Yeah.
And especially like speaking and singing in French while doing the dance, it's like, okay, I got the French down, but then I start moving my body and it's like, oh no, this is might fall apart. I don't know. So it's a lot of connecting the dots between brain, mouth, and like dance moves.
So much.
So it's taken again more focus. But it's really satisfying when it has all kind of like come together.
Oh,
I'm gonna
sure.
have to continue to work towards that to just make sure it is sharp for the actual show. But it's been great. My dopamine has been through the roof with all the dancing we've done.
I love that. I love to hear that. Michelle Colbert says, I'm learning crew is challenging and fun. Yeah, I'm sure, especially for this show, Michelle. I'm sure crew is wild and crazy back there. Okay, Kailey, I want to know, we alluded to this before, but I want to know what it's like to costume a show while also acting in it, because I would think that would be so stressful and so much pressure. And the fact that you're sitting here looking all peaceful with a smile on your face, I don't understand.
I definitely bit off a lot. I am still chewing. It has been very challenging. But I will say the volunteers and the staff at ALT have been incredibly helpful. People who aren't responsible for costumes have been like, can I go up into costume heaven and get anything for you? And I'm just like, yes, here's a list. And I will say my spreadsheet is my saving grace here. I'm one of the few like type A creatives that I need a spreadsheet to make it make sense. And so that's been really helpful for me. And then everybody just, I'm in rehearsal, so I can't be, I'm doing costumes outside or early or staying late. And, all of the I'm just blanking. All of the performers have been really fantastic about, coming early and trying on things as I'm getting them. That way it's, I can do it in, pieces as opposed to having one day where you come in and do your costumes, because we just don't have that time. Yeah. So just finding time when you're not in the scene, you've got 15 minutes. Okay, go try on these 2 dresses or go try on this jacket, So having that flexibility and the support of all of the staff has been super, super helpful. Definitely feel very supported and deeply appreciated, which is very nice as well. So
good. Supported and appreciated. That's what I like to hear. Good.
Yes.
Good. Just so you know, Kailey, I want you to know we just recently applied for a grant to help us start a project to get costume storage organized. Yes. Yeah. We're wanting to digitize everything, purge what we don't need, get barcodes on everything, have everything on scanners where we know this hasn't been returned. Where is it? All of that kind of thing. So we're going to start that process ideally in June. So very exciting.
Super exciting. If y'all need any help,
who hasn't been up there, it's a nightmare.
Everybody's like, don't go up to heaven. It'll drive you crazy or break your heart or whatever, because it is a little bit messy. But my little costume baby heart was like, it really is heaven up here.
Oh, I love that.
If you haven't been up there, there's just rows and rows and rows of costumes from the last probably 50 plus years. And it's history, and it's there's so many shows, and you see old people's names on it. You're like, who was this person? They were in a show 30 years ago. It's just it's there's so much history, and it was really fun for me to initially dig through it. Now when I'm like looking for something specific, now I'm like, okay, I gotta
now it's driving you crazy now that the newness has worn off.
Yes.
Now you know how the rest of us feel. We're like, oh my God, costume storage. Okay, so one thing that we do want to make sure people know, and our box office is also getting the word out there, that we are doing the Broadway version of this show, which includes language. The production team counted, and there are, if I'm not mistaken, 35 F-bombs in the show, I believe. So be prepared for that. Anyone who is sensitive to that sort of thing, just be prepared for that. But, you know, when we're talking about people from Jersey in the 60s, I mean, come on, what do you expect? It's not going to be Mr. Rogers up there. I can tell you that.
No, it's not.
So we want to be prepared for that. Is there anything else you guys want our audiences to know before they come and see your amazing show starting next week?
Ooh, I don't know. Be ready to sing along.
Yeah.
The talent is just so incredible. As with so many of the last shows, or honestly, every show that I've seen at ALT has just had incredible talent. But this one in particular, I feel like the cast, especially for the 4 Jersey boys, is so spot on. Our Frankie Valli and Tommy and Bob and Nick, like they're all so spot on for exactly what I pictured them to look like and act like. And I mean, it's just, it really feels like they are there with you in person, like come to life. So yeah, don't miss out on it for sure.
Definitely. You know, we have so much talent at ALT, and ALT is actually one of the final theaters that's going to get to do Jersey Boys. I think there's one more theater maybe that's going to get to do it before they remove the rights from being available. So that's very, very cool for us. All the songs that you remember, Oh, What a Night, Sherry, Big Girls Don't Cry, Walk Like a Man. Like, it's going to be such a fun night. Of course, we have Valentine add-ons. We're going to have a Valentine performance on Saturday, February 14th. If you want to donate $50 to the theater, the Jersey Boys, after curtain call, will read your Valentine's name from the stage and hand them a rose. We're very excited about that. On Saturday, February 21st, that's going to be our Oh, What a Night performance, where you can come dressed. I'm so excited for this one. You can come dressed in your best 60s garb, whatever that is for you. Show up in your best 60s garb. We'll have a photo opportunity out in our Turk lobby. It's going to be so, so exciting. And our ushers / usherettes will be very exciting. It's going to be the Amarillo Pinup Society are going to be helping us with ushering during that show. So it's going to be a very cool experience. So we're very, very grateful for that and excited for people to get tickets. But again, tickets are February 12th through March 1st here at ALT. If you're a student, tickets are always buy one, get one free. Our Thursday night preview performance on February 12th is going to be buy one, get one free. Whatever you need to do to get tickets for this show, do it. We also have free tickets available through our Checkout ALT library program. If you have a library card through the downtown Amarillo Public Library, the Canyon Area Library, or the Carson County Library, you can check out tickets to see Jersey Boys just like you would a book, completely for free, just with your library card. So take advantage of that before those tickets are gone. We're trying to make all of our shows accessible to as many people as possible. I mentioned earlier our ASL interpreted performance on Sunday, February 22nd. We want to get people in our doors. We want to make sure that theater is for everybody, no matter how much money you have, no matter where you come from, no matter what your abilities are. You have a place here at ALT, whether that's in our audience, on stage, backstage. We want to just get you roped in. So I definitely want to say thank you so much to Mo and Kailey for joining me today. I know this is kind of an awkward time to just cut in the middle of the day to join me virtually for Thursdays at 3, but it's so nice chatting with you both. And I cannot wait to see you on stage next week. I'm so, so excited.
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mo, welcome to the family. We're so grateful to have you. Guys, that is it for Thursdays at 3. Thank you so much once again to Mo and Kailey for joining me today. Get your tickets for Jersey Boys running February 12th through March 1st here at the Alan Shankles main stage. You guys have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you right back here with more cast members of Jersey Boys next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.